Hey, it's DarkStrider here. Today we got a little project I'm going to work on. I'm going to make a cobra braid for my keychain. Basically, when I clip this onto my belt loop and try to put the keys into my pocket, they're just barely enough, and they end up like popping out and then jingling around and everything. So what I want to do is make a paracord cobra braid that will space this out just a little bit, so that these will sit deeper in my pocket. So what I've got here, I'm going to make a jig for this. So what I'm going to start by doing is I'm going to put a screw, just a normal screw into the top, just enough so that this will, so that my carabiner will sit. I'm going to be able to pull on that. I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to mark off where the bottom of this is. And then I'm figuring what I want is about 3 inches of cobra braid. To give me that extra, deep carry-ness. All right, so that's where the so this area here is where the my braid's going to be. And then the last thing I want to do is I want to take my my screw and I'm going to move this to the 3 inches there so I can have something to anchor it to. You see what I'm doing? Make a little mark there so I know where to go. And then I'm going to put this screw in. And what this is going to allow me to do, let me just grab a scrap piece here. To do this, I'll just loop this around. But you'll be able to sort of see. And then, I'll take my paracord and loop it around there, and then that'll give me something that I can tie on, and it'll be all good to go. So what I'm going to do next is cut some paracord here. So I'm figuring about 6 feet ought to do me here. So now I did a video on how to cut and finish paracord, and it did not go over very well. At least I didn't get very many hits on it. But I'll just reiterate it here. Maybe if you didn't catch the other one, you use when you melt paracord, you just hold the flame over it and use the blue part of the flame to get everything to melt together. If you hold it over the flame like this, there's too much heat there, and it actually burns the paracord back. But I figured about 6 feet, and the way this braid works is what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to run it through. I'm going to run one through this way. Then I'm going to run it down through, so one will come up, like so. One will go down through, get that nice and tight. And then I'm going to do the same thing up top. I'm going to come under from one side and over from the other, and so I'll get this nice everything's all snugged up. And then this way, all we're doing is going to be tying square knots basically. And once I get this cinched down, I'll show you a little bit better about what exactly I'm doing with it. Okay. So what we do is we take the one lead over the top, and I may be doing this wrong, but usually from whatever's over, they start on the other side. Then this one comes underneath and up through. All right, I did that right. Get that nice and snug. Now that the... maybe I didn't do it right. Let me back that up. Let's just double check there. Now this one crosses. And we just keep repeating that. You alternate either side, and no, I just keep doing it wrong. I figure I'd get it after one. There we go. So, but you're basically just tying square knot after square knot. And so it's, you know, I'll probably speed this up in the post-processing. Anyway, so now I've got this this all squared away, and you just keep tying this knot over and over again. So basically, there's a knot. Let me pull this up and see if we can get this a little bit better. There we go. So you see there's a hump there. That will start on this side and bring this up. The other side down and around and under. And that keeps the pattern going. I think I'm only going to be able to get one more on here, but basically just just pull it down and get it all nice and snugged away. Yep. I'll be able to get one more in here, so we go over, under, and back up through. Pull it tight as you can get it. And I was just about right. I got an extra foot or so there that I didn't need, but the last thing that we're going to do with this is trim these ends and burn them. So you want to cut them pretty close. And then come in with your with the blue part of the flame and just melt it down until it's a nice little glob. I think we got it good. Okay, and then we'll just come over to the other side and trim it nice and close. That's good. And we just use the blue of the flame. Get it all melted up. Ooh, a little too much there, but it's not going to kill anybody. So that gives us about 6 feet of paracord. Gives us a nice little lanyard attachment there. This will allow me to put get this deeper in my pocket. Didn't take that long. Like I said, we only used 6 feet of paracord. It's a nice little cobra braid. Let me see if I can focus a little better on it there. I appreciate you sticking with me through the video. There was a little bit of confusion on which way I was tying this, but we got it in the end. I think it turned out nice. I burned it just a little bit too much right there. but it's not going to hurt it. Not going to hurt the form, fit, or function. So, anyway, let's test it out in my pocket. Yep, that sits nice. I'll take it. Let me take it off here. And I'll show you just how that sits. There we go. And then my keys are right about there. So anyway, once again, this is DarkStrider. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your patronage and taking the time to watch my videos. If you've got some suggestions on what you'd like to see next, just let me know in the comments, and have a great day.